Hello everybody, and welcome once again to another video update. Yes indeed, I'm back. I'm back on your screens, which means my computer is back. It's finally back with me. My baby has come through the threshold and is now, once again, pride of place next to my desk. Now this is going to be a rather long and rambly kind of video update because I've been without a computer for 2 weeks. I've been at my wit's end. I've been itching to record stuff. I've had no audience to talk to, and therefore I'm just going to let it all out now. I'm just going to, 2 weeks worth of pent-up frustration. Oh, it's all going to come tumbling out. So you might want to get a cup of tea. Right, okay, I've got a couple of things to update you with, naturally. So where to start? I will start with the strange angle that you're now looking at, because you're all thinking, what the hell's happened to the bookcase? Why is it over there? What's happened to the angle of the webcam? As part of my new computer, I got a new monitor, a 1440p resolution monitor, which is absolutely great, 27 inch. It's just marvellous. I think I'm a bit too close to it, it's quite a big screen and it's sort of right there in your face, but other than that, it's just, things look really good on it and I'm really happy. I can't believe the resolution makes such a big difference like that. But anyway, the webcam doesn't fit on the new monitor, so it has to stay on the old monitor, which is now the side monitor, which is why it's looking this way. Also, compounding that is the fact that I've actually moved my desk about 3 feet down the bedroom, because this new monitor has HDMI, whereas the other two monitors didn't, which means that I can plug my consoles into the monitor. The only reason why I kept my television in the room, television that I had there and a stand, and the Lazy Boy chair, was because of the consoles. So if I don't need the TV for the consoles anymore, because I can plug the consoles into this, then I don't need a TV at all, because I don't watch TV on it. I watch all my TV on the computer. So during my 2 weeks of hell, waiting for this thing to be ready, I decided to have a bit of a removal service, and I got rid of the TV into the garage, put this TV stand downstairs, and put the Lazy Boy chair downstairs as well into the living room. So now in my bedroom I have a massive space right here, which you can't see, but I'm not going to take the camera down. I've got a massive space here, I've got a bit of extra space down this end of the room, and I've had space to move my desk down a little bit, which is really nice because it's away from the door, which was right next to before, and it's away from my bed. None of you have seen my bed. It's not a bed. I don't sleep on a bed. I sleep on a broken futon, which I've slept on for about 10 years, and it is the most comfortable bed I've ever slept on. I like to sleep low to the floor. I like to sleep on something very firm. I've never had back, I say that now, it's going to happen, but I've never had back troubles and neck troubles, and I find it, I've got a very thin memory foam mattress on it, and it's just absolutely great. I love it. So, if you want a good night's sleep, folks, and you're not comfortable in your soft and squishy bed, get yourself a futon. Fold it down, thin mattress, it's great. Anyway, yeah, I'm away from that now, so there's a bit more room to manoeuvre. How did I get onto that? I told you, 2 weeks worth, it's all coming out. Right, so that's why you're looking this way, and that's why you're going to look this way for every foreseeable video update going forward. Right, okay. Computer, 2 weeks of hell, yes. It's supposed to be 5 working days. There was an issue because nothing goes right for me when it comes to anything that I'm looking forward to. I must be the most cursed person in the world. But anyway, there was a problem with it during the quality control phase, which is the very last phase. They build it all up, they test it all, they put it all together, they burn test it and do all the performance tests, which takes 24 hours, and then they quality control it right at the end. And that's where it failed, because it wouldn't start up again from when it was warm. Start up from cold, wouldn't start up from warm. So they got in touch with me after I actually emailed them first to say, what's going on? It's been 5 days, what's going on? And they said, oh, the PSU. This is startup problem, could be the PSU. You've got the old PSU in there, we'll try a new PSU to see if that's the problem. Fine, okay. That's another day wasted. It wasn't the PSU. Put the old PSU back in. Could be the motherboard. However, the motherboard that you've got in there, we don't have any more of them in stock. Would you, get this one, would you like to wait for it to come? No, I flipping wouldn't, wouldn't like to wait for it to come back in stock. Pick me an equivalent one. I'm already behind. You know, you're already behind schedule here. I'm already frustrated. I've had no computer for at this point. You know, just over a week. Sort it out. So they put an equivalent motherboard in there, and that was the source of the problem. But then, of course, because they had to put all the components onto this new motherboard again, and then retest it, reperform, just waste another 2 or 3 days. So, yeah. It's about 3 working days overdue. Factor in an extra weekend that it shouldn't have been. It's just slightly stretched it out more than it should have done, and it's been close to 2 weeks rather than 5 working days. And it's been absolutely awful. Now, I wouldn't mind the fact that it's been 2 or 3 working days. It's the fact that I had to chase up every time. Not once did they keep me in the loop. I had to chase them for answers as to why haven't I heard anything for 2 days? Why is it now 6 days? Why is it now 7 days? What's happening after you've tested the PSU? What's happening now with the motherboard? No communication. Now, I've been warned about this company. I've used them many times, but I still go back to them like a flipping sheep. Might be for the last time now, though. However, there is a silver lining in all this catastrophe. And the silver lining is they were supposed to charge me £70 for the privilege of putting the bits together, the installation charge. I'd already paid for all the components at this point. So there was extra £70 for me to pay on collection. Fine. I was going down that motorway today fuming, absolutely fuming about the whole situation. And I was ready to give it to them both barrels about my concerns, about the lack of customer service, and about why. I had a list of all the times I've had to contact them, and blah, 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 blah. I had it all ready to go. Boof, I was going to give it to them. Oh, yes, I wasn't going to back down without a fight, because I had no intentions of paying that £70, or at least having some money knocked off it for the inconvenience. Anyway, I get the computer back, put it in the car. Heavy thing, you had to put it on a trolley, put it in the car. Monitor, please. I bought a monitor as well. Have you? Yes. Okay, so I had to find the invoice number of the parts that I bought and give it to the woman, and she said, I'll just have to go find this monitor for you. And then she came back, oh, I don't know where it is. I thought, okay, this is going on top of the list of things I've already brought to the table. And anyway, here's a monitor on another trolley. Okay, thank you. Let's check that back to the car as well. I'm thinking, right, any moment now she's going to say, right, £70, please. And I was going to... Anyway, she didn't. She didn't ask for £70. She said, oh, right, okay. Ticked it all off and off you go. See ya. Off I went. Boof, gone. So I thought, you know what? Keep your shoddy customer service. I was going to give you a right old going over, but seeing as you didn't even ask for £70 installation, I'll let it slide. So yeah, scan. Folks, people have warned me, and I know, and the only reason why I went back to them is because it was their machine in the first place, and I thought, you know what, if I just buy the parts from there and let them put it in, what's the worst that can happen? A bit of a delay, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things. Not the end of the world. Right, so that's a computer. What parts are in there, then? I'll get to that in a second. I got a cough. I've got a real bad throat. And I've had chest pains for about 8 to 10 weeks. And I had some breathing issues just before I got the chest pains. And I've been to the doctors 4 weeks ago with this problem. And, it could be asthma, give me an inhaler. And the pains didn't subside. They've got a little bit worse. And as of last Wednesday, I have had a real bad cough, and I'm talking one of those tickly back of the throat coughs where if you're talking too much, which I shouldn't be doing now, it starts to irritate and you really can't help but you just cough and cough and cough. You feel like your lungs are coming through your bloody throat. Real bad. Phlegm, coughing up phlegm, all this kind of stuff. Almost like a chest infection. I've had no cold. I've had no sniffles, nothing, no symptoms of a cold. This is completely and utterly chest only. So I've been really, really worried. I went back to the doctors about 2 weeks ago to express my displeasure at the original diagnosis. And she said, oh, we'd better send you for a chest x-ray for precaution. And I have been really, really worried. I really have. My results are coming on Wednesday. The results are already probably there now, and I'm tempted to ring up tomorrow and say I don't want to come tomorrow, Wednesday. I can't wait until Wednesday. Just let me know now if there's something seriously wrong with me. But anyway, the appointment to see the doctor is on Wednesday, where I'll get the results to see what the hell's going on. Now, it could be muscular, they said. It could be muscular. You know, you play a lot of football, get a bit of a bump on it. It tends to only hurt when I'm moving around, so it could be muscular. But the other symptoms with the breathing issues initially, which have now actually subsided, to be fair, and the cough that I've now got with all the phlegm coming up, you know, it's just lots of little coincidences here that just suggest to me there's something not quite right in the old chest. And I am a little bit worried, I will admit, about the results on Wednesday. The reason why I brought this up is I haven't had this computer for 2 weeks, and I've been so down and so not depressed. It's not depression at all, is it? It's a serious disease, it's depression. But I've been down in the dumps, and I have been short-tempered, snappy at people. It's really weird. It's almost like an addiction that you're withdrawing from, because I do everything on this computer. LPing is my main hobby apart from football. I haven't been able to do that. Computer games is another thing I love to do. Can't do any of that. I can surf the internet on my laptop. I can watch YouTube videos or watch the TV on my laptop, but that's about it. Sports trading. I do a lot of sports trading now to earn myself a bit of a side income, and I really enjoy watching the horse racing. Can't do that on the laptop very well. So all of the things that I really like to do and really do a lot of on the computer, I haven't been able to do it for 2 weeks. And the reason why it's probably hit me more now, and I've been down more as a result of that, is the fact that I've had this worry about the chest, and I haven't had anything really to take my mind off it. Whereas usually I just dive into some LPing, do some other things, play a computer game or two, and just take my mind off things. I haven't had that sort of release and that sort of distraction. So I've been really not in the best place for the past 2 weeks. Anyway, fingers crossed, Wednesday I get the result. I'm just praying to God that it's nothing really bad. I could have just been a bit hypochondriac as usual, but yeah, I just thought I'd let you know, share that with you. As I say, just letting it all out, you know, it's been 2 weeks, letting it all out there. Right, anyway, on that sort of depressing theme, I get this computer back today, I get it all hooked up, everything's working well, a great new monitor, and it's already lifted my spirits no end. I am much happier now, and I actually feel like, whoo, ready to do some things, and ready to dive into some things and just get cracking with stuff. So yeah, what was that related to then? Why have I mentioned that? Yes. Have I told you about the parts? No, I haven't. I don't think I've told you about the parts of the computer that I've actually got then. So what have I got? What have I spent bloody almost £1,800 on? I've spent my money on upgraded the graphics card. I've got the NVIDIA GTX 1080, which seems to be good value for money as an upgrade to what I already had. The old Titan, which actually on eBay, those old Titans are still selling for 250 quid. So I might be able to get some of my money back. 16 gig of memory, new memory in there. The KB Lake, the KB Lake i7 processor, which has been overclocked. Oh, there's that. Oh, you're all saying, what? No, we told you not to do that. I go, bloody hell, after the last catastrophe. Oh, I know. I couldn't help it. And I actually think it was the cooler that was a problem before, not the actual processor. So hence why I have now gone for an air cooler. No more water cooling for me ever again. Thank you very much. I've gone for the be cool, be quiet thingamabobs cooler, air cooler, blows air around. You know, what does it do? It's cooler. So I got that as well, and motherboard, new motherboard to boot, and a new screen, and other things as well. I think. How's that come to £800? What the hell? It did. Doesn't seem like a lot of bang for your buck, really, does it? Right, so anyway, it's an upgrade is the main thing, and it was a forced upgrade because the old computer's processor was knackered. So I did a test. The first thing I downloaded onto my computer, after doing all the drivers and things, the first thing I downloaded was Sony Vegas. Go figure. Does it just tell you something about my priorities here? Got to get the LPing stuff downloaded quick as possible. So I downloaded Sony Vegas, and I had some footage on my secondary hard drive from Motorsport Manager from the previous sessions. So I did a test render. I thought I'd just give it a bit of a test render here, because obviously what's going on with this new machine. Let's test the performance. And I'm pleased to say that it renders into 1080p 60 frames per second about 1.5 times quicker than the old machine. Now that's a massive saving. In about a 45-minute video, that saves me about 35 to 45 minutes, which is a massive time saving. Combine that with the fact that I've now got an internet package which has got a twice as quick upload speed as I used to have. Rendering and uploading combined, I'm saving about an hour and a half per 45-minute video. So that is a massive, massive time saving. Now in the grand scheme of things, you think, well, that's great, that's all well and lovely. But it is, because the way I upload videos and record and upload sessions is I record a session, and then I render and upload it, and then I wait for feedback and comments, and then I upload another one, play another one and upload it. I don't do batch. I don't do, you know, these 4 or 5 hour sessions and upload them in batches and schedule them to upload. I like the interaction. I like to see what people are saying between each video, so I record, edit, render, upload. Wait for a bit of feedback, rinse and repeat. So the shorter the time for rendering and uploading means that I can sit down and actually do last minute sessions, and it means I can render and upload on the same day, which I couldn't do previously. And more importantly, it means that there's no more crashes because it's a new computer, so no more Sony Vegas issues, no more stuttering problems when I'm recording with Fraps, hopefully. So all in all, I'm really looking forward to moving forward with this new computer and getting stuck in to some sessions. Motorsport Manager, Asia Pacific copies waiting for us, waiting for Valdez and Sundin. Pillars of Eternity is waiting for us. I'm itching to start that bad boy up. And Stainless Steel is bloody waiting for us. I will be bringing you the faction vote video this weekend. So we're going to be moving on to the new computer's first video on Thursday. I'm aiming to get my first video up on Thursday to allow me time to sort the computer out, get everything sorted and ready, and also obviously go to the doctors on Wednesday morning, and hopefully, you know, so hopefully I'll be in the right mental frame of mind to sit down Wednesday night with a glass of rum in my hand and record a Pillars of Eternity session ready for Thursday. So sorry it's been a long and rambly kind of affair, but as I said, I've had a lot of stuff on my mind, and I haven't had almost like a cathartic release to channel my nervous and apprehensive energy into. I've really missed recording sessions, and so it's just all just come out in this one video. So yeah, I'll probably see you. You'll see me. You'll hear me on Thursday with Pillars of Eternity. Till then, see you soon.